Yo, 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 Big Jihad, Concrete Chronicle Podcast, man. I got a special guest in here with me, Imam Abdullah, one of the brothers from down here in the A. It was a Humdiddly lad, man, came across my page and I had got a chance to meet him. Now we're going to vibe with the people. Introduce yourself, let the people know who you are, brother.
Yeah, my name's Abdul Rahman. The Imam part we added on after Allah made his Imam behind the walls, So we added that on. Legally, the name is Abdul Rahman Kareem Barnwell, dig? I do appreciate, you allow me the opportunity, to put this message out there to the public, especially the need today for brotherhood and unity. I have a non-profit organization that I'm working on called The Struggle for Unity. And it's definitely a struggle for unity because, as you can see all around the board, we are fighting to actually practice something of what we say, Fard Kifaya. We practice every day, Fard Ain, which means individual duty. Fard Ain, it means individual duty. But the Fard Kifaya, which means collective, means taking your virtues, taking your riches, taking your wealth, and taking it to community and making the community better with what Allah gave you. In Atlanta, in the city of Atlanta, we are suffering from brotherhood. If anybody knows, of course, the brother Rollo just got out of prison, and there's another beef between him and another person. And this beef is un-Islamic.
Right.
And I'm hearing from those so-called elders in Atlanta that's saying, hey, don't mess with Rollo. This here, the way we go about certain things is un-Islamic. But we are screaming brotherhood the next step after we propagating something that's not supposed to be propagated. So, and the need has been on my heart, given the fact that where I come from, that's unacceptable. I'm an individual who is a first, what they call first generation Muslim in their family. We're really second because my mother was first and then I'm second. Right. So for the brothers who say they're upon the haqq, they need to know that, hey, you talk to a GD, he Muslim. He just don't know yet. You talk to a blood, he Muslim. He just don't know yet. You talk to a Crip, he a Muslim. He just don't know yet. Because look at the founders of those organizations. They all took their shahada. Why? Because the very same thing, the man who killed 100 people, when he killed 99, he was looking, those 1 to 99, when he was out here doing the things of the dunya, he was looking for freedom of his own self. He was looking for the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these people who follow this organization, they don't understand the pioneers of the organization took their shahada, meaning by they accepted the fact that they recognize there's only one Lord, and they're going to put all their effort into worshiping him and serving him.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So, to recap again, like I said, the message I want to get out today is, man, we need unity. We need brotherhood here in every city. Because if we look at it, our Muslim brothers, our Muslim sisters, our youth, they get knocked off only because they say, La ilaha illallah wa Muhammadur Rasulullah. And that's definitely way more important than the beef we got over here in the United States.
Absolutely.
About some colors, or about some sneakers, or about a block that you don't have no stake on.
That's gonna be there when you dead and gone.
That's gonna be there.
Yeah, it'd be a lot going on, man. Like, I try to stay clear. I know the little brother personally, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to stay clear of everything going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got all their morals and standards, whatever they're gonna stand on. At the end of the day, the brother got rights as a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get the brother his rights, you know what I'm saying? And that's obligatory upon us as believers. You know what I'm saying? So as far as everything else, that's his personal business. Everybody be worrying about people's personal business. You know what I'm saying? When we up on that land and them institutions, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? When you in the car, we need to know exactly what's going on with you because we need to know what you bring into this car because we don't want no crashes. Because you got your car, we the Muslims, then you got your homies. Your homies might not want you here. The Muslim, then we crashing. So we got to know what's going on with you. Which, when I was in, I used to be on it. You know what I'm saying? Hard on the paperwork. Boom, boom. Don't miss no classes if your paperwork ain't right. You know what I'm saying? but only Allah know the heart, because we know a surah came down about that. I don't know your heart. You know what I'm saying? Only Allah know your heart. But my thing is this: if you sincere about this deen and you got a flaw on your jacket, you ain't supposed to be missing no classes. You know what I'm saying? Because you sincere about this deen. Now, if you just over here looking for some protection and you missing these classes, you're not sincere about your deen. You should be wanting to learn. We got to seek knowledge from cradle to grave. That's what the Prophet Salam said, right? So we gotta be on our hawk. So if you're not on your hawk and you just over here, you claiming this Muslim wit, but everything's not right and exact with you and your homies, then that's how I was with it. Then it's out of here. You off the pound. If you ain't striving to be a better Muslim, what you with us for? But only Allah know your heart. You feel me? Out here in these streets, I think what happened is we are who we are, but we got to let that gangsterism go there. With that's that baggage that they talk about that we bring into Islam. You know what I'm saying? We bring our street life and ways into the deen. Now, that's an innovation. And you know what they say, every innovation is a hearsay. Every hearsay is innovation. Every innovation is in the fire. You feel me? So the Muslims got their rights. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I'm a cold-blooded man. Shout out to Teflon. He on here. We've been in the penitentiary together. Shout out to all of y'all that's on joining in. What's up, little sis? My sis on here too. So, but my thing is this, right? We can't in the prison. Yeah, we got to stand on what we got to stand on, because it's politics. In the free world, these Muslims, man, they got rights, and we got to give them their rights. Dealing with them personally is one thing, but giving them their rights is mandatory that we do that. And one thing about it too is like, it's a real big deal out here about whatever they saying. We down here, we know what's being said or whatever. The world know, because it's all over the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is like, the believers shouldn't be like getting into that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not deen. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is like, I understand the situation. I stay clear of the situation. I know him personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my little bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't even touch that situation. The rights as a Muslim, alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, you're going to get that all day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say. Like, too many people was worrying about people's situation, right? When you're not dealing with him personally, and y'all riding off of what one man that was close to him said or done, which he was in his own feelings when he done what he done. You know what I'm saying? Because of their relationship, and he probably was hurt. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, to expose your brother's affairs to the world, that was like,
yeah. And that's the thing I like. I don't want to see here in this area where you got Muslims beefing with Muslims.
Because see, the outside world don't know this. We down here. The outside world don't know this.
Yeah.
These is real men down here too. These is real gangsters that took Shahada, that got their life together. These is real street dudes right here.
Right.
And we know the spill of Muslims' blood. The Muslims' blood is sacred. We honor the Muslims' blood. We don't even supposed to do that. But like I know, living down here, it could get real nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what we want to prevent from happening, man, because these is good men, man. Like I know all parties, and they all good men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I understand a brother being upset, you know what I'm saying? But we supposed to keep our brothers' affairs hidden and in our chests. They supposed to die with us.
Yeah.
You know
and that's the thing. Only thing I can do is really offer them du'as, offer the dhikr, read some Quran about the situation. But it's not just these particular brothers. There's a large community that, if you say, what is the difference between minhaj and akida, right? Akida, right? If you look at the root word of it, it's a belief system, right?
Exactly.
If you look at minhaj, the root word is the way to trot on what? The Sirat al-Mustaqim. Right? You have to trot on the Sirat al-Mustaqim according to the Sharia law, regardless.
Exactly.
And then you need the Sunnah to get you on the right track, so you won't fall out of one of them windows on the Sirat al-Mustaqim.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Right. But some people will move faster. Some people at night, they wake up and offer, extra prayers. They dhikr more. They read the Quran. Right. They fast Monday and Thursday. That's their minhaj. That's their way.
Mm-hmm.
We all trying to follow the way of the predecessors.
That's right.
But we don't want to say. I say, brother, why you use a different term to describe Islam? They say we want people to know we ain't upon the deviance or the innovation. I asked them, well, why you don't change your character? Because the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he brought was the perfection of mannerism, adab, right? That thing that we trying to separate us, from the non-Muslim and the Muslim is salat in his character. Mm-hmm. So the thing that we should know down here in Atlanta, because I'm in Atlanta, I'm not nowhere else. I can't really speak about what's going on somewhere else. But what we need down here is unity. It's a struggle to have unity amongst the brothers.
It is.
Brothers need to find somewhere where they can educate themselves on what they say they stand on.
Exactly.
Because the first condition of the Shahadatain, what is this, the Shahada period, is ilm, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can't get past that, first one to even make it to a certainty or being sincere or adherence and etc., then we all in trouble.
Exactly.
Because I hear a lot of people say, I'm doing my thing, right? You doing your thing, but collectively, what we doing? That's how we get picked off. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the main things I want to bring forth, and I want to continue bringing forth of the need for us to leave that street stuff alone. We all been through that. Once you've been through that chain gang, you don't never want to go back there.
And I try to show them that all the time on the little videos. See, people get the videos misunderstood. The videos, they go viral, all the violent ones. I believe a person shouldn't even be on here being an influencer if he ain't dropping a jewel or giving up some game.
Right.
When I'm on here and I'm dropping a jewel and I'm giving up game, you see me back on my podcast posters, those go do 8,000, 7,000. As soon as I put up somebody getting knifed down, 500,000 views. The comments is going crazy, but they got it all misunderstood. All I'm trying to show you was what's really going on up on that land.
Right.
And I know y'all chain gang is rough down here in Georgia. It's right. Really, and a lot of my videos is getting sent in from the chain gang here. It's just the good men tap in with me, send me videos straight to me, straight as they be happening.
Right.
And in the feds, everybody think the feds is fun under the sun, but these fed joints ain't fun under the sun unless you're in one of them lows or one of them camps somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're behind that wall in them penitentiaries, it's the same ordeal. And everything gets settled by that night. So it's the politics go on because the men, we already know where it's going to lead to if we get into something. That's why we try to network and politic so we don't crash out. But the thing is, I want the people to know too, I don't put those videos up for no glorification, right? I put those videos up for an eye view example of what you really facing when you go. Because the person you see in that video getting stabbed up, knife down, breaking a code, that could be you because you coming off these streets with this street code that don't apply in there. It don't apply in there. It's a whole different set of rules in there, right? So you coming in there thinking you that guy, I'm from the street, I bust my hammer. You got real stone cold killers in there that push that knife like a pirate, right? So that's what I put it up for. And then, I put up the little video. I show you, this is what we eat. And I just put that video up today. You want to trade in all this good life out here, eat what you want when you want, to go and live in a bathroom with another man? Can't lay up next to that woman at night, feel that warm skin? Just to be married to a woman and then have to separate yourself from her? Nah, man, that street life, man, we lived through that already. You are who you are. Nobody can never take that away from you. You're going to be who you're going to be. And that's why Allah make us who we are in the dunya. He made us that in his deen. You got soldiers. You got scholars. The deen is easy. You always going to be who you are. But I think the misconception is people think that I got to stand on. I'm thorough. Thorough is not something that you can just label yourself. That stuff's in your DNA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to the people, man, get that understanding and recognize who the real op is, we gonna always have a problem because everybody think they liver and tougher or whatever terminology people use in their cities than the next man. When we gotta be helping each other out, especially the believers. The believers are so divided down here. I travel masjid to masjid, and they so divided down here, man. It's stuff along like this. It's like crazy down. It's like and then you can feel it when you go in there. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the vibe. Like Some of these masjids don't even want you in there.
Right.
What you a pawn? What you on? I ain't a pawn nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran.
That's it.
What you
Right.
on? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because that's what we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the way of the Prophet and his predecessors. You feel me? Anything
Right.
other than that, man, we second each other. We sect off. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely feel what you're saying, man. I definitely want to help you with your nonprofit too, because I'm all for that.
Yeah, inshallah, man. And actually, it started. You know, one of the things I did when I first started time, I was a green person in Coffee County, man, all the way down in the South, right? Little private camp CCA.
Mm-hmm.
I was green. I've been in Changang 3 months. I'm trying to get my own self together. I'm reading Quran, right? Reading the Arabic. The brother come see me. Hey, what we reading Arabic? I thought I almost was reading Arabic, you know, at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because where I studied from, my mother sent me to Senegal in 1992 to study up under sheikhs and imams and etc. To go to Quran school, but I didn't understand that this was important for me. So when I came home in 97, I went to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because that was pretty. That was my gene wanted that life.
That's right.
So by me being in the system 3 months, 4 months later, I got to understand that that particular life is not what we need to make it to paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And the hardest thing to get a brother to understand that's not a Muslim, that is a GD or a Blood or a Crip, get him to understand that, your organization was built off the liberties and principles of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, we couldn't have had no liberty. And I started to do a thing in the Changang where I made peace with all these organizations, right? And we had 4 or 5 months, no stabbings, no fights. It's a lot of money getting, a lot of classes, right? And you know, them people shit me. 5, 6 months later, they said, hey, Rahman got too much influence, get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped the violence there by making an alliance with these people by saying, hey, look at your heads and look what they did before they left this earth. They want to make amends.
Mm-hmm.
They want Allah forgive them their sins. Just like the person, like the soldier who killed 99 people before he found Islam, really 100 before he found Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then even after he passed, Allah had to still come in and intervene. Say, hey, this person, he was looking. Make it close for him to go to paradise. Mm-hmm. So when these young soldiers understand that Allah has took you through this particular course for you to be a soldier of this deen, not for you to die for the deen, for you to live for it. Peace and be Allah. That's what we have to learn here in the city. It ain't just for us to be saying we Muslim. Nah, we went to prison because we disobeyed Allah in his state, not the state of Georgia or state of New York or whatever. Nah, you disobeyed the state of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who's in control of everything, Lord of everything. That's what I need the brothers here to understand. See, we got to have some type of structure where we stop these guys from killing each other for nonsense. Mm-hmm. Can we get back to original literature where you say, hey, boy, do you know that your chairman sat on a whole nother board, right? Your chairman sat on whole nother organization's structure to give advice and to coach them into this new millennium. This is what these guys don't understand. They need to understand that. You know, I don't need to have to say a name because, hey, if you say you're upon that thing, you should know.
Already know.
Yeah. They should know about the Panthers who was given to the community, feeding the poor, trying to teach the people. And all they did was get what? From the CIA. Hey, look, go get them. Because they the black messiahs. They representing somebody who can free people from being consumers. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. When you hear somebody say, hey, man, this is a consumer, we talking, nah, they're against Islam. If you want to make me a consumer, because Allah said, don't be a spendthrift. Right? Don't waste your money. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, what the plague that we facing here, you know what I mean, and everywhere else is the brothers, they come home and they get a sense of arrogance because they doing for themselves, right? So-called doing for themselves because Allah doing for them. And they don't want to do for the community, but they just want to point fingers. We got to stop that. You got to give your brothers how many excuses before you just, you know, let him go.
Right.
You know what I mean? All these These Sunnah acts we got to adhere to so that we can make it. So we can have an Islamic center / community center here where we can hold 4,000 or 5,000 people. When the Eid come, everybody come to one place.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing we need here in Atlanta. I ain't saying nowhere else, even though they need it. But in Atlanta, we got to sit here and stand upon what's right. The struggle for unity is real. It's a very hard struggle to get Muslims on board. Right now, I can't even talk to the non-Muslims because the Muslims in different rate. You know, one thing that the Prophet Muhammad was told when he went and met our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the community will be destroyed from within. It will be. That's prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm wondering why. I ain't wondering why. But the thing we didn't hear is during this prophecy, what the mu'min gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What is 100 that we need? We need 100 people to stand up. That's all we need. We need 100. That 100 gonna make 1,000. That 1,000 gonna make 2,000, 10,000, etc. We just need 100 sincere brothers to stand up here in Atlanta and say, "I'm with the movement. I'm not with the shenanigans." You know that's exactly what I want. You know what I mean? Outside of the rest of the BS going on, hey, we can change a lot of stuff by being unified here, right here in this city. It'll spread like wildfire.
That's right. So, give the people the name of your organization again.
The name of the organization is Struggle for Unity, right? Right now, the website is not up, but you can always follow Newfound Dreams on IG to keep up with all the information coming. We striving to put the website up again, the Struggle for Unity. You know, we striving to do that so we can get individuals to know it's a struggle to put this thing together.
And I encourage all the brothers and non-believers too to follow the brother on his page that he just gave y'all on IG to the website come up, right? Because it's imperative, man, especially down here in Atlanta, like you say, that we unify, come together as one. You know what I'm saying? And begin to help each other, right? Because what the Prophet Islam say, we're like them bricks, right? And each brick holds up the foundation. The foundation holds it up to build the house, right? So it's like I encourage all the brothers, man. Follow the brother, man. Let's support the brother. I support the brother. I'm gonna start posting things on my page from me. You know what I'm saying to the followers, man. That it's like I got a few followers. I got a few thousand. You know what I'm saying. A lot of them is Muslim. A lot of them is non-Muslim. A lot of them listens to the dawah. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna start posting that stuff up for you, man. Inshallah, man. So we can bring the people's awareness to what's going on. And know this. Even a non-Muslim can help and donate and help, especially if you're one with status and yet you're changing your life and want to help these youth change their lives as well.
Right.
You know
right.
Yeah. You got something you want to lead the people with? I'm saying you've been in that chain gang, so I'm starting this whole new platform over. You the first one I'm bringing on, right? So I want everybody to lead the people that's out here that say they in this so-called mix, this street life. We're gonna lead them a message at the end. So you got the floor.
Most deaf. You know, I don't say I'm a freestyle champion, right? However, this is off the dome, right? But it's not because it comes from our beloved prophet. You know, when you think about a struggle, the struggle is a blessing. The struggle is what's going to allow the road to grow out of the concrete, because our Lord has allowed us to struggle for that sense of urgency in the spirit to cling to that rope of mercy, so that we can see that the struggle is really not a struggle. It's the opportunity to get past the Jahannam, the fire. You see? So I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Every day you face a struggle, that means your God love you. Our Lord love us. Every single moment you suffering mentally and physically, spiritually, financially, that means your Lord loves you and the mercy is near. Do not act out despair, because that's not success. If you want success, hey, you got to grab a hold to it because it's alive. It won't let you ride if you're not really about that life. And that life is not about gangsterism or violence. It's about taking your virtues and making somebody else can benefit from your own virtue.
Mm-hmm. There y'all have it, man. We had the brother, man. I was elite to bring this brother on. I kept sending him the link. I said, we got to get on. I got some things I got to do tonight. Shout out MD3 the Sniper. I know you've been riding with me for 2 years from the beginning. Shout out to you, Stride Boxing Gym. You've been riding with me too. Teflon, you already know where we at with it. Complete Indifferences, you've been riding. Shout out to you too. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all coming in, man. It's going to be rolling on my YouTube page for many more to see. But y'all know I like to come on live. Y'all know I don't rehearse nothing. Y'all already know that. Y'all follow me. I like to just come on live and be raw. You might hear me stutter. You might hear the person stutter. I don't do no editing because we giving it to you raw here. Y'all already know how I'm coming. I'm ready to step the page back up. It's the first person I'm bringing on out of many that's been in the chain gang, been locked up, whatever y'all call it in y'all state, and that's got a positive message that he's trying to give and deliver back to the people. The brother got his nonprofit. I encourage y'all to follow that. Give him your page again on IG.
The page on IG is New Found Dreams, just like it is New Found Dreams, one word.
And I encourage y'all to follow him on IG as well. Y'all know where we at with it. I got some things to do, but I'm gonna come jump back on, man, so we can kick it like we do in the live chats, man. And y'all stay tuned, man. We got more to come that way.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's up on my channel. I got a lot of loyal followers. I'm just bringing my page back up because